Gentlemen, what if I told you that something as simple as a single teaspoon added to your morning tea or coffee could reignite your energy, restore your libido, and bring back the vitality you thought was gone forever? I'm Dr. Lila Romano, a urologist with over a decade of experience helping men reclaim their sexual health and overall well-being. And today, I'm going to reveal something so effective that the results can be so noticeable, your partner might actually start asking questions about what you've been doing differently. Here's the kicker, and this is why this video has the title it does. When you consistently add this one ingredient to your morning routine, the transformation in your energy, your confidence, and yes, your performance can become so obvious that your wife or partner might playfully, or perhaps not so playfully, beg you to share your secret. Some men have even told me their partners couldn't keep up with their renewed drive and stamina. I'm not talking about expensive supplements, risky medications, or complicated protocols. I'm talking about adding a single teaspoon of a powerful natural ingredient to the warm beverage you're already drinking every morning. This is ancient wisdom backed by modern science, targeting the root causes of declining masculine vitality after 50, hormonal imbalance, metabolic sluggishness, and chronic stress. And I'm not giving you just one option. I have 3 different solutions, each targeting a specific aspect of male health. One for hormonal drive and libido, one for stress and resilience, and one for metabolism and sustained energy. So grab your favorite mug and stay with me, because what I'm about to share could genuinely change how you feel every single day. Before we dive into the solutions, we need to understand the real problem. Most men over 50, even those who exercise and eat well, are starting their day from a position of significant deficit. And this isn't your fault. It's simply the reality of aging combined with modern life. When you wake up each morning, your cortisol, your primary stress hormone, is naturally at its peak. This surge is normal and designed to get you out of bed. But here's where things go wrong. If your sleep was poor or you're carrying chronic stress from work, finances, or relationships, that cortisol doesn't come back down. It stays elevated for hours, sometimes all day. And elevated cortisol is a testosterone killer. It actively suppresses your body's ability to produce testosterone, the hormone responsible for your energy, muscle mass, mental clarity, mood, and absolutely your sexual drive and performance. High cortisol drains your energy before you even leave the house. On top of that, your metabolism has been dormant all night. Your body is sluggish and needs a powerful signal to stabilize blood sugar and produce energy efficiently. But what do most men do? They either slam down black coffee, which provides a harsh jolt that stresses your adrenals and leads to a crash, or they sip plain tea, which does virtually nothing to address the underlying hormonal and metabolic issues. What you actually need is an intentional start to your day that provides 3 critical things. First, hormonal regulation, something that counters excess cortisol while supporting natural testosterone production. Second, metabolic activation, an ingredient that stabilizes blood sugar, burns fat, and delivers steady energy. And third, sustained mental and physical energy without jitters or crashes. The 3 solutions I'm about to share deliver exactly this, using nothing more than a single teaspoon stirred into your morning beverage. Now, you might be wondering, can something this simple really work? In my decade as a urologist, I've worked with thousands of men dealing with declining testosterone, erectile dysfunction, low energy, and loss of confidence. And I can tell you from both clinical research and real patient outcomes that the answer is absolutely yes. Studies published in journals like Biological Trace Element Research and the Journal of Sexual Medicine have shown that specific natural compounds can increase testosterone, improve erectile function, reduce cortisol, and enhance metabolic efficiency, often with results comparable to medications, but without the side effects. The key is consistency and choosing the right ingredient for your specific situation. These aren't magic bullets that work overnight, but they are powerful tools that create profound shifts in how you feel and perform. Let me introduce you to the 3 options. If your primary concern is reigniting hormonal drive, boosting libido, and overcoming that flat, low-energy feeling, then your 1 teaspoon solution is Maca Root Powder. Maca is a remarkable root vegetable that grows in the high-altitude Andes Mountains of Peru, one of the harshest environments on Earth. It's been used for thousands of years specifically for enhancing energy, stamina, and fertility. It's often called Peruvian ginseng, and it's classified as an adaptogen, which means it helps your body naturally manage stress. Here's what makes maca uniquely powerful for men over 50. It doesn't contain hormones itself, but it acts as a signal modulator on your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the master control system in your brain that regulates stress and hormone production. By stabilizing your stress response, maca indirectly supports your body's ability to produce natural testosterone and precursor hormones like DHEA. But here's what my patients report most consistently. Maca produces a substantial and often rapid increase in libido and sexual desire. It acts as a powerful, non-stimulant aphrodisiac. You're not getting a jittery, artificial feeling. Instead, you're experiencing a genuine return of natural drive, spontaneous desire, and confidence. Let me tell you about one of my patients. I'll call him David. He was 57, successful, but had been feeling completely flat for 2 years. His testosterone wasn't clinically low, around 285, but it was affecting his quality of life. No energy, no drive, and his wife noticed the distance growing between them. I suggested he try gelatinized maca powder every morning for 8 weeks. By week 3, David was waking up with noticeably more energy and mental clarity. By week 6, his morning erections returned, something he hadn't experienced regularly in over a year. At 8 weeks, his testosterone climbed to 348, but more importantly, his wife asked him, "What's different about you lately? You seem like you again." That's when I knew the maca was working on his entire presence and confidence. Here's exactly what you need to do. Get gelatinized maca powder, which is the cooked form that's easier to digest. Take 1 level teaspoon and stir it into your warm morning tea, coffee, or hot water. It has a slightly earthy flavor with subtle butterscotch notes that blends well into most beverages. Look for organic, Peruvian-sourced maca from health food stores or reputable online retailers. The effect is subtle at first, typically taking 1 to 2 weeks of consistent daily use before you notice the shift. But once it kicks in, men report waking up with more energy, better mood, and that unmistakable spark of youthful drive returning. Now, if your main battle is with chronic stress, anxiety, poor sleep, and that frustrating feeling that you can't bounce back anymore, then your perfect solution is Ashwagandha root powder. Ashwagandha is an ancient herb from Ayurvedic medicine, classified as a rasayana or rejuvenator. The name translates to smell of the horse, signifying strength, vitality, and endurance. Like maca, it's a potent adaptogen, but its primary function is reducing stress and lowering elevated cortisol. If maca is the accelerator, ashwagandha is the shock absorber. Modern men are under constant stress. From morning to night, your fight or flight response is stuck in the on position. This chronic activation burns through energy, inhibits testosterone production, and prevents your body from entering the restorative state it needs to repair and rebuild. Taking 1 teaspoon of high-quality ashwagandha doesn't sedate you. Instead, it smooths out that sharp edge of chronic cortisol elevation. It makes you more resilient to daily stressors. Think of it as installing a shock absorber on your entire nervous system. The result is profound. Lower cortisol means better mood, dramatically reduced anxiety, and clearer thinking under pressure. And here's the critical long-term benefit. Consistent cortisol reduction creates the ideal hormonal environment for maintaining healthy testosterone. Your body stops wasting energy on constant panic and redirects it toward muscle maintenance, recovery, and mental performance. I had a patient, late 50s, high-level executive, constantly stressed. He came to me with poor sleep, irritability, and declining performance. I suggested ashwagandha every evening, 3 hours before bed. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping more deeply. Within a month, his mood stabilized, he felt calmer, and his blood pressure came down. His wife told him he seemed like a different person. Here's the protocol. Take 1 teaspoon of ashwagandha root powder or follow extract dosing instructions. I recommend taking it in the evening because it supports deeper, restorative sleep when your body does most of its hormonal production and repair. I need to be honest about the taste. Ashwagandha can be quite bitter and earthy. Mix it into strongly flavored tea like chai or ginger tea and add raw honey or maple syrup to smooth out the flavor. Look for products with standardized withanolide content, ideally around 5%. The timeline is gradual but powerful. In the first 2 weeks, most men sleep more deeply. By weeks 3 to 4, you'll feel calmer responses to daily stress. By weeks 6 to 8, the hormonal benefits emerge: sustained energy, better mood regulation, and underlying strength and resilience. Now, if your primary issue is metabolic sluggishness, weight gain around your midsection, and mid-afternoon energy crashes, then your solution is Ceylon Cinnamon. This is critical. I'm talking specifically about Ceylon Cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, which is different from common cassia cinnamon. Ceylon contains significantly lower levels of coumarin, which can stress your liver in high doses. For daily use, you absolutely need Ceylon. Cinnamon is one of nature's most powerful metabolic switches. Its primary benefit is dramatically improving your body's insulin sensitivity. Insulin is the hormone that takes sugar from your blood and shuttles it into cells for energy. As men age, especially with belly fat accumulation, cells develop insulin resistance. They ignore insulin's signal. The result is blood sugar spikes, crashes that leave you exhausted, and fat storage around your gut. Adding 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your morning beverage stabilizes your blood sugar. From the start of your day, it helps your cells respond to insulin, normalizing your energy system. The benefits are immediate and cumulative. You get sustained energy with no peaks and valleys, cravings disappear, and weight management becomes dramatically easier because your body can access and burn stored fat instead of constantly storing more. I had a patient in his early 60s, pre-diabetic with fasting blood sugar around 110 to 115. He struggled with severe afternoon crashes and was ravenous by 3 p.m., reaching for cookies or chips. We started him on 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon in his morning coffee with some dietary adjustments. Within 10 days, his energy felt more stable. Within 6 weeks, he'd lost 8 pounds and his crashes disappeared. 3 months later, his fasting blood sugar dropped to 98. Here's what to do. Confirm you're buying Ceylon cinnamon, not cassia. Check the label for Ceylon or cinnamomum. Take 1 teaspoon in your morning coffee, tea, or warm water with lemon. The taste is naturally sweet and warming, enhancing most beverages. You can also add it to oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies. Ceylon cinnamon is available at quality stores and online. Effects on blood sugar start within days. Most men notice smoother energy and reduced cravings within the first week. Metabolic improvements become obvious over 6 to 12 weeks as insulin sensitivity improves and your body relearns how to burn fat efficiently. Before you start tomorrow morning, let me save you from the 4 most common mistakes that can sabotage your results. Mistake number 1: starting all 3 at once. I understand the impulse, but you'll have no way of knowing what's working or causing issues. Pick one based on your primary concern. Commit to 3 weeks, then add another if needed. Mistake number 2: buying the cheapest version. Quality matters enormously. Some bargain maca powders contain less than 30% actual maca. With ashwagandha, you need standardized extract for cortisol-lowering effects. With cinnamon, Ceylon versus cassia is a matter of liver safety. Yes, quality costs more, but you're using 1 teaspoon daily. A container lasts months. Mistake number 3: inconsistent timing. These work by gradually shifting your baselines over time. Sporadic use produces 0 results. Make it automatic. Put the container by your coffee maker. Set a phone alarm. Make it as automatic as brushing your teeth. Mistake number 4: expecting overnight miracles. Real hormonal shifts take 2 to 4 weeks minimum. Real metabolic changes take 6 to 8 weeks. Your body took years to get here. Give it at least 1 month of consistent use before deciding if something is working. Now let's maximize your results. These additions are powerful alone, but when paired strategically with the right foods and habits, you multiply their effectiveness. If you're using maca for hormonal support, pair it with foods rich in healthy fats and zinc. Eggs, avocado, and pumpkin seeds give your body the raw materials to manufacture testosterone. Maca signals production, but without cholesterol and zinc, your body can't build the hormone. If you're using cinnamon for blood sugar control, pair it with protein and fiber at every meal. Greek yogurt with berries or eggs with vegetables combined with cinnamon tea creates stable blood sugar for hours. Hydration is critical. These compounds work better when you're properly hydrated. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily. Dehydration can reduce effectiveness by 30 to 40%. And prioritize sleep. 7 to 9 hours nightly is non-negotiable. Most testosterone production happens during deep sleep in the first 3 to 4 hours after you fall asleep. Fix your sleep, and everything else works exponentially better. The personalization is simple. Chronic stress and anxiety, choose ashwagandha. Low libido and hormonal flatness, start with maca. Metabolic issues and energy crashes, choose cinnamon. After testing individually, you can eventually combine them strategically. Before you start, know these safety considerations. Ashwagandha can interact with thyroid medications. Cinnamon can interact with diabetes medications and blood thinners. Maca is generally safest, but discuss with your doctor if you're on hormonal treatments. If you have a sensitive system, start with half the dose and work up over 7 to 10 days. Take with food if you experience digestive discomfort. Buy high-quality products from reputable sources. Most importantly, these are not replacements for medical care. If you have severely low testosterone, serious erectile dysfunction, or significant health conditions, you need proper medical evaluation and treatment. Think of these as complementary tools alongside good medical care. So, gentlemen, the transformation you're looking for doesn't require expensive treatments or complicated protocols. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from the simplest, most consistent actions. Choose one ingredient based on what you need most. Stress and resilience, ashwagandha. Hormonal drive and libido, maca. Metabolism and steady energy, Ceylon Cinnamon. Get a high-quality product. Set up your morning ritual to be automatic. And commit to 30 days of consistency. Track how you feel. Notice your energy, mood, and drive. Give your body a full month to respond. When you do this consistently, paired with good sleep, hydration, and modest diet improvements, you will feel a shift. Your energy will become more reliable. Your mood will stabilize. Your confidence will return. Your performance will improve. And when your wife or partner notices that change, when she sees that confident energy returning, when she feels your presence and vitality coming back, and when she starts asking what's different about you, you'll know that the power was in that single intentional teaspoon you added to your morning routine. If you found this valuable, please subscribe for more evidence-based strategies for men's health after 50. Share this video with a friend who might be struggling. And let me know in the comments which ingredient you're starting with today. This is Dr. Lila Romano. Take care of yourself, gentlemen. I'll see you in the next video.